And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
First try kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound!
On a
sunny and blue sky Wednesday afternoon. We welcome you to Reynolds Field on the campus of Salve, Virginia University and the 2023 Commonwealth Coast Conference playoffs as the Salve, Virginia Seahawks in Game 1 take on the Western New England Golden Bears. Matt Ellis alongside Bobby Olson. Bobby, the Seahawks have been perfect at home during the regular season, but we know that playoffs is a whole different story.
Whole different story, Matthew. Great day to be here at Reynolds Field, but comments from Captain Dustin Cicada a couple weeks ago talking about the legendary streak that they were on, and now a 23-game unbeaten streak for Salve, Virginia, with a tie earlier in the season that came against these Golden Bears of Western New England. It's going to be an excellent, excellent day between these two very great teams.
As you take a look at our shot from the outfield where we are actually out in center field, and then you can see that we'll also take you in the K-zone behind home plate. You can see all the balls and strikes. Please do not throw any remote controls at your TVs. We are very far away from the umpires, so if we say something, I doubt they'd be able to hear us. Today's game is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is sub above. Western New England will go with the second baseman, Villico, to start off. Shortstop Bovo bat second. Willis at first base will bat third. Waterbury is at third, batting fourth. Jameson is the ninth player, the right fielder, batting fifth. The DH is Loftus. Colo is in center field, batting seventh. The catcher is Shimoda, batting eighth. And Kakaval is in left, batting ninth. In front of Loria, their pitcher for the Salve Seahawks, it's Mulligan on the mound once again, and he has been crucial for the Seahawks in big games all season long.
Absolutely. Top 5, actually, in the CCC with an ERA of about 2.5, and he has been not the premier starter for the Seahawks, but one of the good ones.
Right away, and a good start for the Seahawks. Strike one called. Got him swinging for an 0-2 count.
Mulligan pumps that fastball, but has some sneaky breaking balls as well. They'll definitely be mixing those in.
Mulligan sets. Fires one down and inside, called strike 3, and punches him for the first out of the game.
Just left his bat on the shoulder on a pitch that caught a lot of the zone. Tough one to let go by, but the Seahawks get a crucial early out number 1, most important out in baseball.
So it brings the shortstop, Johnny Bova, to the plate. Just low for ball 1.
Despite the cries from the Seahawk dugout for a strike.
Ducked on that one. Should have lowered the strike zone a little bit.
Apparently.
2-0. Will be fouled back to bring the count to 2-1.
I think the umpire got a piece of that one behind the plate. Well done by Messina to take his time, bring a new ball out to Mulligan. Give the umpire a second.
3 umpire crew here in the playoffs. That one will be called a strike.
You know, it's springtime when the pedals are starting to get all over the field here. Matt D'Amato getting a face full of them out there in left field.
Well, he popped, going up the ladder. What a play at shortstop.
And bang goes Mike Breen with the leaping grab.
How many times this season have we seen Mike Breen do that?
Absolutely phenomenal in the 6 hole. Seems like every ball hit that way has a chance of getting corralled up by Breen.
2 outs on the inning and strike 1 to Willis. CJ Willis, the first baseman, bats here in the 3 spot and strike 2. Bounced that one for 1 and 2. Leading count here with 2 outs in the inning. Popped high, infield. Breen tracks it. Breen will make the catch, and that'll bring us to the end of the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Seahawks coming to bat.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice, freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites, and it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back here at Reynolds Field on the campus of Salve, Virginia University. Bottom of the first coming up. And the Seahawks will have D'Amato, Grover, Canoe. 1, 2, and 3. Christian Homo bat in the 4th spot, followed by Will McCarthy, Mike Breen. Bat 6. Petrosino in the 7th spot, followed by Messina at 8 and Dustin Sequeira in the 9. As the wind is blowing dead out to center field and hard out to center field. And it's going to blow right in our faces for most of the game, unfortunately. Unless we get a change of direction on that wind.
I think the Seahawk hitters like it as it is right now.
Oh, Tyler Canoe will like it as it is.
I bet Christian Homa as well, like you said, in the 4 spot, led the CCC in batting average at .450. Which is just absurd. And in 3rd place, up at bat now, Matt D'Amato.
Here's a guy who's had a couple of pretty clutch hits throughout the season for the Seahawks, Matt D'Amato. And D'Amato swings through for strike 1.
Matt Loria on the mound for the Golden Bears, a 4.72 ERA in the regular season.
Outside will level the count at 1 and 1. .472 ERA in the majors will get you sent to AAA.
Absolutely.
That one's going to pop over top of the pitcher's mound at second over to first. D'Amato's retired.
D'Amato just got on top of that one, making it look easy for Bova.
So it brings up Grover. Braden Grover has been in and out of the lineup for the Seahawks, but when he's been in, he's produced.
Absolutely. Was suffering from a lower body injury earlier in the year, but more precautionary than not. Holding him out was Coach Sorella, but huge advantage both in center field and on the bases with that speed.
There's Grover popping one out, and that's going to be gone! Braden Grover, home run! And the Seahawks on the board, 1-0.
So you miss him a little bit in the regular season, but like we were saying, postseason, a whole different ball game. And he has the speed, but he also has the power. Brandon Grover to deep, deep center field. Seahawks enjoy an early run.
.390 to center field here at Reynolds, and Grover got all of that and then some. Tyler Canoe as he kicks that one down the line over to first, and he'll be out. So 2 outs on the inning brings Christian Homa to the plate. And here's another player of who he gets the right pitch in the right spot with this wind. First pitch to Homa, and he swings through and strike one.
Seahawks saw the Golden Bears twice this year. Homa 1 for 6 across those 2 games. 1 RBI.
Oh, and 2. Did he go? First base umpire says he did not. The pitch was high in 1 and 2.
That's the luxury of having 2 umpires. You get the lefty perspective now as well.
Swings through, and that'll end the inning. Seahawks on the board in the Brandon Grover home run. It's 1-0 after 1. You're watching Seahawks baseball on Fans Only Sports Network.
Want to close your home purchase or refinance faster? Contact me, David Delbonis, at 401-487-7379, President Precision Home Lending. Trust the experts and we'll make your loan experience amazing.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites. And it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back here at Brother Reynolds Field as we get set for the second inning of play. Hawks leading 1-0 on the Brandon Grover home run. As Mulligan steps back out onto the mound for his second inning of work. Put the Bears down 1-2-3 in the first, so we'll go with the 4-5-6 of Waterbury, Jamison, and Loftus. Today's game on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
So Cody Waterbury leading it off here for the Golden Bears. 341 on the season, started every game.
Outside for ball 1. Crowd's starting to fill in.
More likely than not, the men's ice hockey team.
They're over on the third base side this time. They were on the first base side last game.
Probably a little bit too much sun the last game.
Outside, just a shade for 2-1.
Strike zone looks a little bit small today. Probably see a bit more looking.
That one just on the outside as well, and 3-1. We'll pop this one back, and it'll work the count full at 3-2.
Waterbury taking a lot of pitches in this at-bat, led the team in walks this year with 36.
Gets a piece of that one. Gone. Tie ball game.
You can draw walks and you can pimp balls 400 feet, and that's what Waterbury did there.
Sounds like David Ortiz.
Just caught all of that one. His first of the postseason, his 5th on the year, and we're all tied up.
Honors even at 1 on a home run from each side.
That one didn't need the wind on that one.
And strike 1 called to Jamison. One and one.
Jamison 224 during the regular season. Started about 10 less games.
Outside. And away in 2 and 1. Eliciting a lot of noise from the Western New England bullpen. Swung through 2 and 2. A pass ball for 3 and 2.
Rare occurrence. Perhaps it's just the playoffs, but every member of the Salve baseball team in the dugout, nobody in the bullpens.
Yeah, and Western New England's all as well, too. And a walk is issued. There is no one in either bullpen, and the bullpens are what are creating all the noise inside of the dugout.
Absolutely. It seems like more of a strategy thing. You don't see who's warming up to come in next right away. Or just the noise factor.
So the walk issued to Jamison brings Jack Loftus to the plate in a pass ball, and they can't find the ball. And the umpire is saying timeout. And Sorella trying to see if that's, oh no, it might be the Western New England third base coach.
Discussion about whether the runner should be on second or third. Jamison heads up base running, got to third, but he'll be sent back to second. I think that ball got caught up in the netting or perhaps got through it.
Yeah, the timeout was called by the umpire right about the time that he hit second.
Cena did the right thing, putting his hands up as soon as he tries to make a play on the ball. If it even stayed in play, the ball would be live and we'd have a runner on third, but well done by Messina just to let up the one pass ball.
The 1-0 count. Swings through for 1 and 1.
That's a big base for the Seahawks defense, though. You have a single, it could perhaps score a run with a guy on third, but with these arms in the outfield, it'd make it much tougher.
Got him for strike 2. And a leading count at 1 and 2. Could be a very big out here for Mulligan. Does not get the called third.
Pitchers today are going to have to catch a lot of the white of the plate to get a strike call. These are all very close, but they're outside.
Oh, breaker. And fouled it away. We stay 2 and 2. This one will get popped all the way out. Way back. Gone. A 2-run home run. Puts the Bears on top. 3-1, and all the runs have been scored on home runs.
Well, Jack Loftus only had one home run on the year, batting .257, but Mulligan just left that one over the plate, and Loftus put that one out to one of the deepest parts here at Brother Reynolds Field. Seahawks in a bit of a hole now.
Put it in the bushes.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you park on Lawrence Ave.
Yeah, because my car is about 2 feet over behind the netting of where that ball landed. And now we've got action in the Seahawks bullpen.
As Aaron Cole steps up to the plate, 284, appeared in every game this season.
In the dirt and 1-1.
Looks like Jason Arrigo getting loose out in left field.
It's surprising to see Arrigo come in. That'd be a long afternoon for him. Hit him. Mulligan is not locked in. This is uncharacteristic. They're going to come out and have a chat.
And Coach Andrew McKeon's going to settle him down. Mulligan's heart obviously racing. Playoff game. Big atmosphere. The Golden Bears making some noise, but McKeon, one of the best at just calming pitchers down, bringing them back to earth a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It's the first inning when with this offense, Seahawks should be okay.
No outs here in the top half of the second inning, and the Bears have stretched it to a 3-run lead. Mentioned this, all the runs in this game, both the Bears side and the Hawks side, scored on home runs so far. The wind is helping, certainly, as it's hard out into center field. You can probably hear it coming through the microphones on our broadcast. Kotaro Shimada, the catcher in the 8th spot, will step to the plate. 1 on and no outs. Strike 1 called. Good block there. The count level at 1-1, and Messina has had to do a lot of nifty work behind the plate already today. Going for first, the pickoff attempt, no good. One and one to Shimada. Got him for strike 2. Sinker seemed to work. Runner goes to third. It bounces up out into left field, and we'll have first and third.
Tough hop there for McCarthy. Couldn't corral that one, but well done by D'Amato to hustle in on it. Keep the runner at third, but Seahawks not making their lives very easy.
First and third here for Kakavale. Right down the pike, and strike 1. We take you side by side for the first time today. You see our shot from behind the plate as a bunt play goes, and it's fouled back in an 0-2 count. As you look and see first and third for the Golden Bears here in the second inning.
Big pitch here for Mulligan, trying to get his first out of the second. He's had 2 strike counts, but has lost them to home runs.
0-2 count. Got him! Strike 3. Back to the top of the order for Vallejo. Vallejo 0 for 1 on the day. Part of what looked like a good start in the 1-2-3 first.
Golden Bears having some good approaches, making Mulligan throw a lot of pitches before they offer. And it's clearly working to their advantage here in the second.
Inside, that one's fouled away. We'll level the count 1-1. Double elimination in the conference playoffs, so there will possibly be some type of a game tomorrow. Still plenty of baseball left to be played in this one. That one's going to clip out into right field. It'll bring home a run. And it's 4-1. First and second now with 1 out.
Well done by Cicada to run after that flare into right and keep the runner on second base. Not only does that keep a force at third, but perhaps an infield fly keeps that in play as well.
Could get a double play that would get him out of this inning. That one is going to get sent all the way out into right. Will be caught. Firing for third. Not going to get there in time. And we'll have first and third.
Yeah, your 6 outfielders today are really going to have to play way behind the ball. As like we said, this wind is blowing out. And Petrosino was set up for it well until the wind blew it a little further over his head. Caught it on his back foot. Led for the easy tag there.
So 2 outs in the inning. And that one goes up and inside. 1-0. Popped foul into the trees for 1-1. Foul ball out in the left. 1-2. A heavy gust of wind blows out into the center field area. Ball bounces in the dirt, goes up on the backstop. Run's gonna score. No, they got him! Messina somehow picked that one up and got back over in time to tag the runner as he was coming home, and it ends the inning.
That ball bounced up about 3/4 of the way up the backstop. Well done by Mulligan to be in position. And the Seahawks get a nice momentum play going into the bottom half of the second.
They've got a little bit of work to do, though, trailing by 3, 4-1 to the bottom half of the second. You're watching Salve Seahawks baseball on Fans Only Sports Network, presented by Jersey Mike's.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice, freshly
sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Seahawks baseball on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. By Joseph Lammy, attorney at law, 696 Reservoir Avenue in Cranston, Rhode Island. Visit josephlammy.com for more information, and by RR Elite Recruits, with access to 3,000 schools, 80,000 coaches across 38 NCAA sports. For athletes looking to play at the next level, be seen by being a part of RREliteRecruits.com today. Matt Jones alongside Bobby Olson, and the Seahawks. A little bit of work to do here in the bottom half of the second.
Going to lead off the inning with Will McCarthy, who's been finding his groove as of late. Had 6 RBIs in one of the Seahawks' past couple wins.
That one's going to go to the backstop.
Not a good first pitch there. I'm sure the Seahawks bench will get on him for that.
1-0 to McCarthy. McCarthy hits that one. It's going to get down. And McCarthy is on with a single.
Well done by McCarthy. Beautiful piece. I thought the wind might carry that one into an out, but not a whole lot of effort shown from Jamison there. Had plenty of time to get there and just let it fall in front.
That brings up the shortstop, the number 9, Mike Breen.
Breen also been showing off the power as of late.
Low for ball 1. Oh, they called that a strike. That one's outside for sure. They'll level the count 1-1. McCarthy on first with no outs here in the bottom half of the second. Up and away for 2-1, and a little bit of razzing coming from the Seahawks side of the diamond.
Looks like Loria might be losing a little bit of command here in the second, which is exactly what the Seahawks want to see. Looks like that one missed a little high.
Fouls that one back. And a full count of 3-2. Payoff pitch will be a strike 3, stealing and got him.
Big play for the Golden Bears. Strike him out, throw him out. McCarthy watched the pitch as it went in. Maybe a hit and run was on. But McCarthy, that slowed him down. Well done by the Golden Bears to double the Seahawks up, and momentum swings back their way.
2 outs here in the inning. And a foul tip sent to the backstop from Petrosino. Petrosino sent that one right at Messina's head.
Scary sight.
Ugh.
Petrosino, CCC Player of the Week in Week 8.
Swings through that one, strike 3. Down in 3 with the throw out at second. Go to the Hawks here in the second. We go to the third. Bears 4, Hawks 1.
Want to close your home purchase or refinance faster? Contact me, David Delbonis, at 401-487-7379, President Precision Home Lending. Trust the experts and we'll make your loan experience amazing.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
It's the
sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Seahawks Baseball on Panzoid Sports Network brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above, 4-1 Western New England as we go to the top half of the third. Seahawks got to figure something out.
Looks like it's still Mulligan, but a couple more blue bodies into the bullpen for the Seahawks.
They're definitely filling out the bench area over in the bullpen, and no direct action as of yet, but actually still a few guys mulling around, so might see some players start to stretch. As Willis steps to the plate.
Led the CCC in the regular season in RBIs, 51, and home runs with 13.
It's that one chopped foul for 0-1. One and one. Checked his swing and it tips right off the edge of his bat. Foul for 1 and 2.
See if the Seahawks can get an early out here in this inning. They could use it after that barrage of hits and runs in the last.
Swung through and strike 3. Will give us the first out of the inning.
All done by Mulligan to get another K on the board, and that one definitely felt good.
Brings Waterbury back to the plate. And ball 1. Catches the edge for 1 and 1. Sinker just off. Got all of that one up in the air. It'll float out into right field in a can of corn. Gives us 2 outs in the inning.
Mulligan doing well to get through the heart of the order of the Golden Bears, 3-4-5 as Jamison steps up.
A 1-2-3 inning here would be super helpful for his confidence. Jamison swings through and strike 1. Got a piece of Messina on the way back. Just on the lower edge of the plate, that sinker ball working. And 0-2, 2 outs. Got him, strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the Bears as they go down in the top half of the third. Seahawks will come to bat. They're trailing by 3-4-1.
Want to close your home purchase or refinance?
4th of this season. 2. That one just past Mitchell on the opposite side, and what a save by Mitchell on the great slot play with a 2. Cole to the Wizards. Cole scores!
Back here at Brother Reynolds Field, Jim Punka Messina, followed by Dustin Cicetta, and then back to Matt Tomato at the top of the order. As we bat here on the bottom half of the third, 4-1 Bears. In the dirt for ball 1.
See if the Seahawks can get a couple base runners for the top of the order.
Messina swings through. 1-1. On the outside edge. They call that a strike for 1-2. And the dirt to the backstop and 2-2. Today's game on Pins Only Sports Network brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, sub above. Trying to frame that pitch and hang it in a museum. Held that thing up there for a good minute. Messina's going to get a piece of that one. It's going to head out, and the right will be caught in out number 1.
Seeing a good piece just right at Jameson, but you're at the bottom of the order. Your biggest job is to make the pitcher pitch. He worked a full count and got a good piece of lumber on that.
That brings up Dustin Cicetta. Dropped for 1-0. Bottom came out of that pitch.
Cicetta, one of the better hitters in the lineup in terms of working counts and finding his way on.
Inside, Cicetta flinched. The umpire called it a strike. One, 2.
Good breaking ball action there from Loria and Cicetta, and a 1-2 hole.
Up and inside for 2-2.
Good take from Cicetta, just working the count, trying to get a pitch he can drive.
Tries to get a drive on that one, but it goes backwards. Keeps the count 2-2. Cicetta does get this one as it's popped up. Everyone will chase it. And right at second, the catch is made for out number 2.
Any shallow infield fly like that is going to be trouble with this wind. But well done there by Valeco to put that one away. 2 down and D'Amato up.
Back to the top of the order for the Seahawks to Matt D'Amato. D'Amato gets a hold on that one. It's going to go foul. And a 1-1 count. In the dirt. Gives ball 2 to D'Amato. outside and a hitter's count at 3-1.
Well done by D'Amato, making Laurie a pitch to him. And that's definitely not a sight you want to see as a starting pitcher with number 1 in the box.
We'll foul that one back. And the count goes full 3-2. D'Amato's going to get a piece of that one. It will drop out and left. And D'Amato's on with a single.
Well done by D'Amato, waiting for a pitch he could drive, put that one opposite field, and it's going to fall in. And Brandon Grover with the lone run for the Seahawks, lone RBI, lone home run.
Grover's going to stroke one out. D'Amato's going to go to third. Grover to second with a double.
2 ABs, 6 bases for Brandon Grover. And he just went all over that one on the first pitch. Looking to attack, and now 2 ducks on the pond for the guy you want up at the plate, Tyler Canoe.
Tyler Canoe represents the game-tying run at the plate. And the Seahawks are doing all this with 2 outs in the inning.
Just a unique day because a 250-foot routine fly ball will turn into a home run. Let's see what Canoe can do here.
How about it? How about it? It's going to come right back to the wall, and he's going to catch it.
Just missed it, did Canoe. Got a good piece of barrel on it.
That was 5 feet from tie game. Seahawks will have to wait another inning. We go to the 4th, 4-1.
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone. Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In, and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone. Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Back here at Reynolds Field on the campus of Salve, Virginia University. Commonwealth Coast Conference playoff action. Game 1 of the playoffs here is the Western New England Golden Bears taking on the Salve, Virginia Seahawks. 4-1 Bears as we play here in the top half of the 4th. College baseball playoffs are double elimination format. I would see a game tomorrow regardless of outcome, as that one will be sent down the hill. Oh, yeah, Tyler.
Why not?
Canoe just trots down the field.
His boat was rocking along that first base line, but Canoe settled under it and made an athletic play. And knowing him, he just shrugs it off.
Oh, 1 out on the inning. Breaking ball for 1-1. Up and inside. 2-1. Good down and out pitch for 2-2. Chopped and foul. Got the sinker. And the strikeout for out number 2 in the left-right chant from the Seahawks faithful.
Well done by Mulligan, settling in after that blemish of an inning, but 2 1-2-3s and plethora of Ks, and there's another one.
Gets the lead on the count at 0-1. Got that one again. That sinker pitch working for Mulligan right now. 0-2, 2 outs. As that one gets sent all the way out, it will be caught by D'Amato. And another 1-2-3 inning. Go the Bears. To the bottom half of the fourth. 4-1 Seahawks coming to bat.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training.
It's the arm of the slicer, it's the thrill of the slice. Freshly sliced before your eyes, unlike our rivals. And then every last arriver gets a sub that excites. And it's all thanks to the well-trained arm of the slicer.
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back here at Reynolds Field on the campus of Salve, Virginia University as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Christian Homa, Will McCarthy, Mike Breen for the Seahawks here in the fourth inning as they trail by 3, 4-1. Had ducks on the pond, had the tying run at the plate in Canoe, and that ball came 5 feet from being a tie ball game.
Just a couple more forearm curls, and that one might have gotten out of here. But Seahawks are putting the bat on the ball. Just a matter of it finding grass in the outfield. And heart of the order due up. Seahawks could use some offense.
Christian Homa, followed by Will McCarthy and Mike Breen. Up for ball 1. Outside and ball 2.
Every lefty that's come up, Laurie has delivered that one up and out.
That one will be sent out into center. And Christian Homa on with the leadoff single.
2-0, Loria had to throw a strike, and Homa knew it. Took advantage and fired that one back up the middle. Seahawks have their lead man on. Brings up Will McCarthy.
I've seen Will McCarthy put one out of the park here a couple times this season, so McCarthy catches the right pitch. That one's going to go to the backstop. And it'll move Homa to second.
McCarthy chance at an RBI now with Homa in scoring position. 1 for 1 already with a laser to right.
Very inside. 2-0. That one hit him. I said it on the last pitch. It was very inside. He went to the same pitch again, and it went too inside that time.
Yeah, if you're going to get hit, it's going to be the breaking ball that you want. And like you said, the exact same pitch, just a little further inside. McCarthy wore it like a champ.
So here we go again. Mike Breen to the plate, and now Breen represents the tying run as we take you side by side.
Squaring.
Pitch is outside for ball 1.
See if Breen actually lays one down or if Coach Sorella uses his bat in this situation. I think I'd agree with either.
No outs on the board. You could green light. Swings through, and it's 1-1. Runners definitely have green lights as we've seen them cheat off the bags. And they do it again. Homa at second, McCarthy at first. Runners go, and it's fouled back. 1-2. Foul back again will stay 1-2. Homa leads off second. McCarthy leading off first. Foul tipped by Breen.
Good at bat here by Breen, spoiling some pitches from Loria. Still down 1-2 in the count, but trying to stay alive here is Breen.
Fouls another one off, and it stays 1-2.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up between Loria and Breen.
Up high. We'll level the count 2-2. Breen's going to get that one in the hole. 1 run will score. And first and third, and the Seahawks put a run on the board.
What an at-bat from Mike Breen. Draws 9 pitches out of Loria. And a soft ground ball gets through it, easily scores Homa. And the Seahawks men on the corners, nobody out.
Four, 2, first and third for Petrosino. And strike 1 is called.
Any ball that gets away, you know McCarthy will be aggressive. Try and make it a 1-run game.
outside will level the count 1-1. McCarthy at first, McCarthy at third, Breen at first. That one is outside as well. 2-1. That ball has some height. I'll get caught out and left, tagging up and scoring for 4-3.
Like we said, all you got to do is just get under the ball a little bit for it to travel. It didn't work out for Tyler Canoe earlier, but worked out there for Petrosino, and McCarthy trots on home to make it a one-run game.
A proper sack fly for 4-3. And a swing through for strike one.
Big swing there from Messina.
They head to first on the pickoff play, nothing there. And strike two called on a breaking ball pitch. Oh, and 2. Got him, strike 3. Two outs on the inning for Dustin Cicada. Strike one. Still runner on first for the Seahawks. Cicada! That one will drop into center. And first and second now.
Good piece there from Cicada to line that one right back up the middle, and first and second for the top of the order. D'Amato steps in.
Matt D'Amato, a chance to see if he can try to continue this inning. Seahawks have done a lot with 2 outs throughout this season. Now, this is not an uncommon spot for them to extend an inning. D'Amato got a piece of that one right down the street. D'Amato, yeah, that one's out. Stroke it, turning, scoring. D'Amato's going to go in a second tie ball game.
What a piece from Matt D'Amato. He did it the first time, just hooked it foul, and that one hit much more smoothly in front of Jamison on the ground. It scores a run. And we got Brandon Grover now with 2 ducks on the pond. Doubled in his last at-bat.
Seahawks have scored 3 in the inning to tie this game at 4 with 2 outs. And a chat at the mound from the Western New England pitching coach, as Loria has had his struggles.
And it's going to be Loria for the time being. Still no Golden Bears heading out into the bullpen in left field as Grover steps in, looking to give the Seahawks the lead.
Brandon Grover hit a home run back in the first. That one's in the dirt for ball one. Called strike one. Movement from the Golden Bears dugout around the backside wall, so they are headed to the bullpen.
Right on cue.
In the dirt for 2-1.
Shimada having to work back there behind the plate. 2 good blocks there to keep this game knotted up.
Maria Wines fires that one, and they call it to level the count 2-all.
Tomato on second, Cicada on third for Brandon Grover.
Two count with 2 outs. And he swings through. Oh, they tie it up to the top half of the 5th. 4-all.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave, just ready to change the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like, if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the resources you need to shape the person that you want to be.
People are extremely supportive of each other and very supportive of the students. The students always come first.
A lot of the experiences you get at Salve are experiences that you can't get anywhere else because of it being such a tight-knit community.
Yes, it's a small school, but it's also like the desire to be a part of something great.
And then you put it all on this campus, right? Like, you get to have these conversations in buildings that you swear were built just for that purpose. This is the place where you should have big thoughts. This is the place where you should dream big dreams.
I spend a lot of time here because I want.
Top of the 5th. 4-4 after a well-played bottom of the 4th by the Seahawks. Gargabell steps back in for the Bears, and he swings for strike one. I'll go Gargabell. Valeko Bova here in the 5th. Seahawks Baseball and Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. That one was below. And 1-1.
Couple more bodies out there in left field for both teams in the bullpen as that one skips to the backstop, but perhaps see a pitching change by either side relatively soon.
Yeah, action fully in the Western New England side of the bullpen. Check swing. No. And 3-1. And I'll walk him. Red Sox were in Philadelphia the other weekend. Some kid fell into the bullpen in the middle of the game.
A little scary. Delayed the start of that one, but
I've been in that ballpark a number of times. I can tell you that's not a short drop from the seating section into the bullpen. Throw to second, not in time.
that was a fastball from Mulligan. He's probably out, but the breaking ball gave him just a little bit more time to sneak into second. Good tag, good throw, but a better steal.
Messina did what he needed to on that. And brings us all in one. Aggressive base running from both sides. Got it on the outside edge. Strike two and an 0-2 count. Called strike three. Or no. Did they call that up high? Oh. Woo-hoo. 1-2. Inside and 2-2.
Mulligan trying out all the pitches here in the 2-2 count. Looking to get that crucial first one of the inning.
Fouled back will keep the count 2-2. Need some fresh baseballs from the dugout. Action on the Seahawks side of the bullpen now as well. Pitching changes possibly coming up both ways. Swung through strike three. Johnny Bova comes back to the plate after Vallejo gets the left-right chant. Fouled for strike one. Swings through and 0-2.
Mulligan really settling in now after that 3-run frame. Now the midst of another strikeout here. Oh, 2 strikes in the count.
Just outside for 1-2.
Not a bad spot to miss there.
That one will go out into right, will be caught. Quickly fired back. Oh, boy.
Don't run on Petro unless you're a car. That's what I like to say. Petrosino threw a laser in on that one. Keep the runner on second.
That was Petra's glove to Breen's glove in like a second.
With the wind as well. Well done by Petrosino. Keeping that runner stranded at second with 2 down.
Messina and Mulligan are going to chat this one over for a second. As Messina trots back. 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. And now we're going to get a walk to the mound. Looks like we're going to get a pitching change.
Looks like number 36 in white, Jason Arrigo, could come in, but good outing there from Mulligan. Had one blemish in the second. Other than that, has been exactly what the Seahawks needed to tie this game back up 4-4.
Mulligan's day is done. Here in the top half of the fifth with 2 outs, he will exit the game. Jason Arrigo will come in. We'll take the break. You're watching Seahawks baseball on Fans Only Sports Network.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone!
Two outs here in the top half of the fifth. Why do I keep wanting to think it's the bottom? Trying to move this game along. Manifest it. Things happen. Got the strike.
Arrigo's been one of the better guys, if not the best guy out of the bullpen for the Seahawks this season. Sub-1 ERA out of the pen and 5th in the CCC in strikeouts as a reliever.
Seen him come in a couple of times in shutdown situations. He's going to have to roll the middle here for the Seahawks today. And he puts that one in the dirt for 1-1.
Could see him going as many as 3, even a little bit more than 3 innings here in this one. Seahawks need a guy to keep the Golden Bears at 4 so they get their offense to swing the bats.
That one's outside. Good block by Messina. Brings the count to 2-1. Seahawks baseball on Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Chopped, foul. Levels the count 2-2.
I'll tell you, the Fans Only Sports Network partnership with Jersey Mike's has been successful on me. I think 3 for 3. After calling out the sponsorship, I've taken a ride over to Middletown for a sub above.
That one is down and in the dirt. And works the count full 3-2. Wind blowing out in the center field as it's been all game. Arrigo pitching against the wind. That one is going to be booted. It'll get the runner to first. They'll stay first and third instead. McCarthy, second time today we've seen him boot a ball.
I think that was the right play, cutting off Breen there. The ball bounced so high that if he let that one travel all the way to Breen, probably would have been an infield single either way. So McCarthy doesn't really care about the stat book. 2 errors, but both of them not really his fault.
There's still 2 outs in the inning as Messina blocks that one in the dirt. 1-0.
Well done by Messina to keep this game tied for the moment.
Seahawks went up 1-0. Second inning sort of fell apart for Mulligan. All of a sudden it was 4-1, and it stayed 4-1 for a moment until the Seahawks got 3 in the fourth and pulled this game level at 4-4. That was the second time that the Seahawks had an opportunity to tie the game. In consecutive innings, in fact. 2-0 pitch. Goes to first. No. Goes to first again! And they say he's safe.
They had him leaning to his right, and Arrigo timed it perfectly. I thought Canu got the tag in there, but apparently not.
"2-0. In the dirt and 3-0. We take you side by side and you see first and third from our outfield camera. And you look behind the plate and a 3-0 pitch about to come. Got it for 3-1. Walked him. Now you're in a tricky spot. Bases loaded, but 2 outs.
Don't hate that there from Arrigo. Gives a force everywhere now with the walk. And you walked Waterbury, who killed you for a home run earlier in the game. Now Arrigo gets a lefty. See if he can roll one over to Cicada and end the inning.
Bounces it. Kept by Messina. 1-0.
Messina, another blocked ball here to keep this game tied at 4-4. Arrigo still looking to find that command here.
Hit him. And it'll bring home the run.
Extremely uncharacteristic of Arrigo, the guy you want in these spots. And a walk and a hit by pitch.
Still bases loaded, but now 5-4 for the Bears.
That first walk looked like a good idea to maybe get the force out, but you can't make a mistake again, and Arrigo did. Gives the Golden Bears a lead once again.
In the dirt for 1-0. Got him on the outside corner, 1-1. Action on both sides of the bullpen. Sinker pitch. And 1-2.
As soon as Arrigo gets that breaking ball working, it's nearly impossible to hit him. As a 1-2 count now. Big out for the Seahawks here.
Did he swing? No. 2-2. Bears all the way around. Arrigo sets, delivers. In the dirt, and it pops away from Messina. He's able to hold it back. And the count full at 3-2.
Runners will be in motion on this one, and Arrigo looking to keep the third consecutive Golden Bear from reaching here.
Nowhere to put him, bases loaded, 2 outs. Got him!
A breaking ball, able to find the inside corner in a tough spot, but Arrigo put it there to keep this game at a 1-run game.
Seahawks will come to bat in the bottom half of the 5th. They've got to come back again. 5-4.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
In, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Tyler Canoe will get us started in the bottom half of the 5th. Seahawks trail once again. This time only by 1 at 5-4. Canoe last time up had one that was about 5 feet from being gone. As he swings through that one for 0-1.
Seahawks have 3, 4, 5 due up here with Canoe and McCarthy. Or Homa and McCarthy, rather. This one is sharply driven into the Seahawks dugout.
Oh, 2 to Canoe. Up high for 1-2. Good eyes there from Tyler Canoe. Got a piece of that one. We'll hold it at 1-2. Triple C playoffs are double elimination, so should see a game tomorrow regardless of outcome to this one. probably around about the same 3 o'clock time. Keep your eyes peeled to fansonlysports.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at FOSPORTZ. And of course, don't forget to check out SalveSeahawks.com as well for scheduling information and how to be able to see the games. That one will be called Strike 3. Canoe goes down for out number 1, brings Christian Homa.
Coach Sorella not happy about Canoe taking that pitch, or it's actually towards the umpire instead. Those comments. Perhaps issuing a written warning?
Yeah, he was over at the dugout and writing something down in his book and then pointing at the dugout. So I think Sorella might have gotten issued a warning. Strike 1 called. Homa tries to golf that one.
Well, he's not Max Homa. Shouldn't be swinging at those ones.
That one will get out into the space and left, and that will be a single for Homa.
Well done by Homa. Keeping it swinging with 2 strikes, staying aggressive, and another Seahawk puts it the other way for a base hit. Brings up the mayor of Pembroke, Massachusetts, Will McCarthy.
It's 1 out in the inning. Homa now represents the tying run. Up and inside, and ball 1.
All of a sudden, it's a bullpen party. Everyone wants to be out here in left field. We started with nobody.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we went from nobody to literally everybody. That one's got space. And a great catch out in left field. And they got it caught. What are they going to try to pull here?
Trying to get Homa.
Homa went back to first. They're going to say he didn't.
Perhaps just trying to get it in quick and double him up. And now a discussion?
Yeah, did Homa go all the way to second?
Regardless, great play out and left by Kakavali and almost got the double play on Homa.
They're going to have a conversation with the first base umpire, too. Strike 1. Down away, a level at count, 1-1. Mike Breen. Seen some flare hits from him throughout the course of the season. Seahawks could use one right now. Inside. Brings the count to 2-1. high and away. 3-1. Leading count for Breen. There's the flare! Right on time from Mike Breen. He's going to go into second. They're going to get him.
Over aggressive on the base paths. It was a great single. Not sure how Breen would have stretched that into two, but a beautiful throw into second to freeze him. And the Seahawks leave a man in scoring position. Homa would have been on third.
We head to the sixth. 5-4 Bears.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Comes in, fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is...
We head to the sixth. From Reynolds Field here on Salve, Regina University's campus. Fans Only Sports Network presentation of Salve Seahawks baseball. And a fouled back pitch for 0-1. Wind has just been blowing out in the center field all game long.
And you saw it early on with the few home runs. It was 4-1, and that was only off 3 home runs. But the offenses have come to life here. As Cole takes one a hair outside.
This is a 1-2 count. Up high and outside. And then count level 2-2. Foul. Very long.
Got a piece of the tree on the way by to possibly save a windshield or two.
Swings through, strike 3.
That breaking ball is absolutely dangerous when Rigo gets it going. And he got that one. 1 down.
Stalled action on both sides of the bullpen. So Salve is going with Arrigo for the moment. Up and inside, ball 1. Gets him swinging for 1-1. And again, it's that breaking ball and slider pitches that have been fooling Bears batters. That's up and inside, got away from him. And 2-1. Popped high. Messina chases it, will run out of real estate.
That's 4 straight fastballs there from Arrigo. Maybe he'll mix it up here to Shimada.
Gets the strike for 2-2. Canoe's going to chase this one down the hill again. That one's going to be too far down the hill.
Fastball again from Arrigo.
Fooled him. Absolutely stoned him.
It had to be coming. Just a myriad of fastballs from Arrigo, and he got that breaking ball working again. Back-to-back Ks.
2 outs on the inning now.
Back-to-back in this inning, and he ended the last frame with a strikeout. So 3 in a row for Arrigo. So that one's outside for ball 1.
Seahawks allowed the bottom of the order to bat in the bottom half of the 6th. They might need a little bit of action from that bottom half of the order. That one in the dirt, did he go? He did. 1-2. 2 outs. Jason Arrigo on his 2nd inning of work. Got him!
The breaking ball gets the 4th K in a row for Arrigo, and the Seahawks got the momentum now.
To the bottom half of the 6th. Seahawks trailing 5-4.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this. Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back here as we get set to start the bottom half of the 6th. Seahawks baseball on Panzoli Sports Network, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. 5-4. Seahawks trail by 1. Second time today Seahawks have trailed. And they'll need to get some action from the bottom half of the order. Petrosino, Messina, Cicada. Here in the bottom half of the 6th. Petrosino, base hit to center, gets things started. Gianfranco Messina. With Dustin Cicada in the on-deck circle. Messina! Caught at center, and he's going to have to track back quickly. There's Petrosino. on the inning for Dustin Cicada. So 1 on 1 out for Cicada. Cicada! That one will allow Petrosino to get all the way to third. Cicada will hold up at second and third, 1 out. And Matt D'Amato will come to the plate, a chance to tie this game up.
Bottom of the order, getting things working for the Seahawks. 2 men on for D'Amato.
Petrosino singled to lead off. Messina flew to second. And then a shot by Cicada. There's a chopper over to first. It'll score the run.
Well done by D'Amato to at least have a productive out. Not the result he wanted, but the Seahawks able to do the job and tie the game up here in the bottom half of the 6th, and they're not done yet. Runner on third.
Sack put out from D'Amato brings this game to 5-all, and a chat at the mound with 2 outs here in the inning. And we're going to get a pitching change.
So Lauria's day is finished, and they're going to go, looks like, for the lefty-lefty matchup against Grover and hopefully keep this game tied.
Bears go to the bullpen. We'll take a break. 5-5 in the 6th.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown. Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back here at Reynolds Field as we play in the 6th inning, 2 outs, and a pitching change made by Western New England. It was a game tied at 5-5, and Brandon Grover comes to the plate.
It's Troy Donahue for the Golden Bears here with 2 down.
That one's going to go to the backstop. Run will score.
tough spot to come in with a guy on third, and as a lefty, he's behind your back. You can't see him. And Donahue does probably the worst thing he could have done. First pitch, gets away.
Elicits the "It's all your fault" chant from the Seahawks student section. 1-0 count. Outside and 2-0. Tyler Canoe in the on-deck circle. Should Brandon Grover reach? Just enough for strike one. Way inside. And a leading count for Grover at 3-1. Behind him may have actually hit him. So Brandon Grover does reach for Tyler Cano. Six-5 Seahawks with 2 outs here in the 6th.
I wouldn't throw too many floating breaking balls to Canoe the way he did to Grover there. It's a right-handed batter coming in like that. A recipe for disaster for Donahue.
Goes inside and ball 1. Puts Christian Homa in the on-deck circle.
Like we were saying earlier, Canoe missed a 3-run dinger by about 5 feet. I'm sure he's still thinking about that one.
Fouled.
As that one nearly got over the wall as well. 7-foot dribbler.
Over the dugout wall. Inside and low for 2-1.
Probably a strike to 98% of the hitters in this one, but not to the 6'5" Canoe.
Tallest player on the Seahawks team. They go to first. Does not work. So we stay 2-1.
A good block there, moving to his left. And tried to back pick Grover.
Leading count at 3-1.
Shimada's had to work pretty hard for Donahue thus far.
Goes to second. Will get the steal.
Well done by Grover. Getting into scoring position for Canoe. Usually see him go on the 3-2, but why not? Coach Sorella sends his speedster on a 2-2.
On the 3-2 now. Swings through, dropped, strike 3. Canoe will not get to first in time. I thought he dropped that one and it was in the dirt, but the umpire goes ahead and throws the sign.
So Coach Sorello's asking to see if he held the bag on the drop third, and he's not even getting looked at by the field umpires. And
yeah, they're saying it's out.
He's asking him to ask. And they're going to have a conference.
Canoe's still standing on first base. He hasn't moved one bit.
That is his position either way. So he'll get picked up if it's an out, but he looks pretty confident over there.
I thought it was in the dirt. And they say no. I had thought he lost a handle on it and he didn't even actually have the pickup, but they say he did. Still on the other side of it, the Seahawks take the lead 6-5. And we head to the 7th.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on.
Back here as we get started for the 7th inning of play. 6-5 Seahawks. The hockey team starting the wave over there. And strike one is called.
That one's chopped to the right side, bobbled by Canoe. He can't corral it. Golden Bears have their leadoff man on.
So one on. No outs here in the top half of the 7th. Everybody trying to play that pickoff move. That one's to the backstop. It'll advance the runner.
Back-to-back errors by the Seahawks.
The Vallejo stands on second now. And a 1-0 count to Bova.
Nonetheless, it's the top of the order you're letting do this to you. Not ideal for Salve. They dug themselves an early hole here in this inning.
That one will get chopped to third, over to first in time, and they also hold the runner. So they'll get the out. Vallejo stays at second, and Willis will come to the plate. C.J. Willis. Bounces away, and it'll advance the runner again.
Seahawks just gifting the Golden Bears a runner on third base. 2 pass balls and an error.
So Vallejo has gotten 2 bases on pass balls.
And you do it with probably one of the best hitters in the CCC and Willis at the plate.
To Breen, that will go underneath. Breen, run will score, ties the game at 6.
Not a good sequence for the Seahawks defense right there.
Cody Waterbury will be the fourth batter of the inning. Up high in ball one. Action in the Seahawks side of the bullpen. A few players starting to make some stretches.
Seen Delvecchio out there with his warm-up shirt off for a while. Wouldn't be surprised if he was the next one to get out there for Salve.
That's another pass ball and an errant throw. Smartly stabbed by Cicada because that could have been worse.
It's not like Arrigo to deliver so many breaking balls in the dirt.
A 2-0 count. Just one out. In the dirt, 3-0.
And as Delvecchio starts really getting warm now. Spin back to second.
A 3-0 count. Spins back to second again. Cicada had to scramble. Outside walks him. To 13 of Sean Jameson comes to the plate. And I think that's going to be it for Arrigo.
Coach McKeon comes out, has a word with Arrigo. Just again, a tough sequence for Arrigo and the Seahawks defense, allowing the Golden Bears to tie this game without really much effort at all.
As everyone separates from the mound and heads back to their respective positions. Seahawks have Delvecchio throwing. Western New England getting a couple of players to stretch as well. And strike called. Got the breaking ball for 0-1.
That one chopped foul towards the Golden Bears dugout. As Arrigo gets ahead quickly in the count, 0-2. And crucially does so with men on first and second. Just the one out.
Arrigo sets to deliver. Got him!
Huge pitch from Arrigo. Finally getting that breaking ball to work and spin in once again. And a huge second out for the Seahawks defense.
Brings Loftus to the plate. Well, 2 on, 2 outs now. Breaking ball pitch again for 0-1. Could be big if the Seahawks can get out of this with just minimal damage. One and one.
The 1-1 from Arrigo comes in high. Pushes the count to 2-1.
Dropped inside for 2-2. Got him! Well, how's about that for a finish to the 7th? Tied 6-all, stretch time at Reynolds.
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnson fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Johnson fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Bottom half of the 7th, 6-all, and a "Let's Go Salve" chant has begun. Fouled back for strike 1. Christian Homa, Will McCarthy, Mike Breen. In the bottom half of the 7th for the Hawks. Ooh. I don't think Christian Homa's been hit today, but just about everybody around him has. Looked like he was about to get one. That's going to go in the dirt in 2-1.
Seahawks going to press here to get that run right back. They can't feel good to just gift the Golden Bears the game-tying run. We see some taken pitches.
Swings. And 2-2. Full count. Very foul. Stays 3-2. Hit him!
Right on cue there, Matt.
So Christian Homa joins the list of Salve Seahawks batters who have been hit by a pitch today, as he'll take first base and Will McCarthy will come to the plate.
Hit an absolute frozen rope out to left. His last at bat. Wind's still blowing out for him. So he takes ball one up high.
Today's game on Pansley Sports Network brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. That one's down and outside and ball 2.
Donahue been all over the place thus far. And we saw in the last inning, pass ball, tied it up. Or I'm sorry, gave the Seahawks the lead, 6-5.
Swings through that one, 2-1. Mike Breen stands in the on-deck circle. Well, bat next with no outs in the inning. That one goes behind for 3-1.
Some of these breaking balls just really getting away from Donahue, not fooling anyone. 3-1 count now to McCarthy.
McCarthy gets a piece of that one. We'll send it up over top. Channeling in, and they'll catch it.
Good job there from Jameson taking charge and getting the out on a winding fly ball. Big first out there for the Golden Bears.
Does not move any runners. One on with one out. That one down and away for 1-0. Mike Breen. Opportunity here with Christian Homa on first. Smartly for 2-0.
Very close to the strike zone, but well done by Breen. Making Donahue throw.
That was super inside, too. 3-0.
Donahue really working to find the zone.
Just on the upper edge for 3-1. Inside, walked him.
Well done by Mike Breen.
Tyler Petrosino will come to the plate, 2 on, 1 out.
Petrosino's had some pretty big at-bats in big situations thus far this game, has had runners in scoring position as we have a visit to the mound.
I think we're going to get a pitching change. We are. We're going to get a pitching change for Western New England. 6-6. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, and the Seahawks have 2 runners on.
It's the 27th and his 4th of the season. 2. That one just passed Mitchell on the opposite side, and what a save by Mitchell on the great slot play with a 2. Cole to raise its goal, scores! Crowd this evening here from St. George's, and a number of the Salve sports teams in attendance tonight as well, supporting their side as Mitchell makes another save. That one comes back off the boards, and Mitchell's able to kick it away. Nobody's on a piece of iron. Walensky scores! Distance lights the lamp. The Seahawks are going to lean on their stars, and who else? USA medalist to do it. Fires one. From the top, make it drop as it's Mitch Walensky. And went off of the pad. Time! It caromed off of the backboard after Walensky, and it came around for Logan Calder. Calder's been peppering the net all night long.
Back here with 1 out. And the bottom half of the 7th, pitching change for the Western New England Golden Bears. With 2 on for the Seahawks.
It's Aiden Gawoski for the Golden Bears. Brings up Petrosino 1 for 2 with a sac fly earlier. And another opportunity for perhaps another run batted in.
So Petra with 2 on. As Gawoski settles in. Way outside. Ball 1. That one hits Petrosino. Bases loaded. Right on his back.
2 HBPs and a walk in the inning to load the bases for the Seahawks. The Golden Bears gifting base runners.
Shane Williams will bat in place of Gianfranco Messina.
He's been a very good pinch hitter this year. Pinch hit home run against who else but Endicott earlier in the year. And another big spot here.
So Shane Williams bats with 1 out and the base is loaded. Strike 1.
So he hits in place of Messina, so likely see Shea Donovan check in at catcher in the next inning.
in the dirt. Down and inside, and it levels the count 1-1. There's one out in the inning, so even a sack here from Williams. Away, 2-1.
Very good eye there from Williams. That one was close as it tailed outside from the right-hander. But good patience and discipline to put him ahead in the count, 2-1.
Fouls that one back, 2-2. Saketa in the on-deck circle. Six all here in the bottom half of the seventh. Williams fouls that one back and it stays 2-2.
Huge at bat for the Seahawks here. Williams looking for any way to get that run home. And as long as it's not a sharp ground ball up the middle or a strikeout.
Two count. Very inside.
Definitely inside. Good eye from Williams. No, Gawoski doesn't like it, but it's inside. Williams, well done not biting, and it's full count.
Full count. Bases loaded, one out. Outside walked him. Run will score.
Beautiful at bat from the pinch hitter Williams. He spikes down the arm guard. He just gave the Seahawks the lead.
7-6, Dustin Saketa to the plate. Still one out in the inning and still bases loaded. I'm not sure what in the world the Western New England manager is yelling at the umpire.
Perhaps arguing that ball 3 call. That was close, but believe it or not, RBI for Shane Williams. Draws the walk, gives Seahawks the lead, and Saketa up.
So here we go. Hit him! He hit Dustin Saketa! Run will score!
The Seahawks are hitless in the 7th, and they've managed 2 runs. Saketa's going to walk this one off for a minute.
Yeah, I may have gotten that one right off of got that one right off a sensitive spot, either on his wrist or that funny bone spot on your arm, and there's nothing really funny about when you get hit on that spot.
Not at all. They have a pad on the front arm, but it was so behind him that he flinched. It might have hit him on the other.
Saketa at first. Bases loaded around for Matt D'Amato. D'Amato fouls that one back, and Bobby, you mentioned it. The Seahawks have scored 2 runs. They haven't had a single hit in this inning.
I know Saketa and Williams will take the RBIs. Saketa earned his a little bit more, but well done by the Seahawks, putting together good at-bats and just forcing the Golden Bears' hand into making mistakes. Walks and hit by pitches.
A 1 count to D'Amato. D'Amato will pop this one out in the center. 1 run will score. Rounding second, coming home, and it's 2 runs scoring.
Matty D'Amato. There's your hit at the first hit of the inning for the Seahawks. Lined right up the middle into center field, but hit softly enough that easily scoring 2 runs. Beautifully done by D'Amato, and the Seahawks calling flow from Progressive with this insurance.
It is 10-6 Seahawks. And still just 1 out in this inning. Now first and second after they moved the runners from second and third. And that one's outside.
Grover has a home run back in the first and a double.
Brandon Grover at the plate. Tyler Canoe stands on deck. Grover will send this one to center. And it's caught, and that's 2 outs in the inning. So Tyler Canoe with 2 on and 2 outs, but this game has been blown wide open. And that's it. Pitching change. So we go to the bullpen again. Western New England's going to run out of pitchers in the bullpen.
And we were talking about it earlier, like you're not done yet if you lose this game, but the more arms you use, the more tired they'll be tomorrow if the Seahawks end up winning this game and the Golden Bears ending up losing it. So the more arms, the harder you make it on yourself in the future, win or lose.
10-6 Seahawks. 2 outs in the 7th. We'll take the break.
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
The ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Sean Hagan will be the new pitcher for the Western New England Golden Bears. Tyler Canoe will be the first batter to face him. Hawks lead 10-6 here in the bottom half of the 7th with 2 outs and 2 on. Canoe strokes that one foul.
Hogan had 9 appearances in the regular season, 3.21 ERA. Started one of those games. 2 decisions. He split them 1-1.
A 1 outside. 1-1. Game 2 of the Commonwealth Coast Conference playoffs tomorrow. Time to be determined upon the conclusion of this game. Check SalveSeahawks.com or fansonlysports.com as that one will advance the runners. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram at FOSPORTZ. Two-one count. Second and third now. Cano out into right will end the inning. Seahawks explode, and they got it all without a hit until they finally got one. 10-6 after 7.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you, which takes some training. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
So we got D'Amato in right now. Yeah. D'Amato in right. Yep. Top of the 8th. And a lot of movement around the diamond after the Shane Williams pinch hit, including a new catcher for Salve. What do we got, Bobby?
We got Shane Williams into left field. That moves Petrosino to center and D'Amato to right. And behind the dish for Arrigo, Shea Donovan.
That'll be 7-8-9 for the Bears here in the top half of the 8th. Cole, Shimada, Kakabale.
Long rest between innings for Arrigo after the Seahawks bats got hot.
Popped that one up high, tracked over. Breen will get it at out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th.
Nice and quick for Arrigo. He worked so quickly, he cut me off with the contact. I was going to say, just try and get through 7, 8, 9 as quickly as possible. Throw them strikes, make them hit you. And he did that on the first pitch.
Strike 1 to Shimada. Inside, and ball 1. Levels the count 1-1. Today's game on Pennzoil Sports Network brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Off the edge of Donovan's glove. 2-1.
Had he caught that, probably would have been called a strike, but as the home plate umpire, makes it a little bit harder to call when the catcher can't catch it.
Popped behind everyone and everything for 2-2. That one will dribble back to Arrigo. Fires the first in time.
Shimada's swinging bunt doesn't last very long, and you have a guy that can throw as fast as Arrigo. He fires that one over to Canoe for the second out of the inning.
2 outs here in the top half of the 8th. The 9 spot of Kakavale. That's going to be 1, 2, and that's the inning. Quick work in the 8th. 10-6 Seahawks, bottom half of the 8th coming up.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this. Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, dip, hands down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Slice right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Back to football this weekend. Yep. Summer football. ECFL. Yep. Our nice little semi-pro football league. Yeah, we're in Taunton on Saturday. Bottom half of the 8th. Likely, for all intent and purpose, the last time that we'll see the Seahawks bat here in game 1 of the playoffs. What a wild game this has been.
Started off a little cool for the Seahawks, despite the Grover home run. The Golden Bears had a couple for themselves, but Mulligan settled into the game. Arrigo came in and shut down the Golden Bears, lifting their bats, and the Seahawks offense, like you said, absolutely exploded to give themselves a 4-run lead heading into the bottom of the 8th.
In the dirt for ball 1, Seahawks trailed by 3 at 1.41, fought it back to 4-4. It sort of seesawed its way to 6-all, and then all of a sudden, the 7th inning proved fruitful for the Seahawks as they exploded this one to 10-6.
That's just what the Seahawks offense has done all year. Good pitching gives the Seahawks offense a chance. And when you put up 10 runs, you usually win the game, especially with the pitching the Seahawks have.
That one will go right to center field and out number 1.
Good piece there from Homa, just unlucky. Worst feeling as a hitter, you get all of the baseball. It's just right at the defense.
Will McCarthy comes to the plate. And the Seahawks bullpen is quiet. As McCarthy fouls that one back for strike 1. Are they going to let Arrigo just finish this out?
It's very possible. We've seen Captain Tommy Del Vecchio moving around in the bullpen.
He was throwing, but he's stopped. He's still walking around. That one is going to get out into right field and a base hit from McCarthy.
Another good piece from McCarthy.
McCarthy on first for Mike Breen.
McCarthy makes it 2 for 4, brings up Breen, who's 2 for 3.
Up and outside, 1-0.
Both Breen and McCarthy tripled in their last game.
Two now. That one will get fouled well wide and 2-1. Out into the yard of a house that I'll have if I ever win the Powerball. Well, we'll count 2 and 2. There are some beautiful mansions in Newport.
Absolutely.
And a lot of beautiful boats, too.
100%.
That one's fouled for 2-2. If you ever get a chance to visit Newport, you'll drive in on America's Cup Boulevard, aptly named. Newport, home of the America's Cup. USA Sailing. And the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Swung through for strike 3, and we get 2 outs in the inning.
I believe there's a sailing race this weekend, actually. It's actually the reason why Salve graduation is pushed back a week farther than most colleges that you know. It's been a common complaint around campus.
Yeah, Sail GP just finished last weekend in San Francisco. Absolutely wicked racing. Down and outside for ball number 1. Got boats moving as fast as cars on water. It's just absolutely bonkers to watch that stuff on TV. That's going to get popped up. Tracking over. Nobody knows where it is! And it just drops for a double.
Both middle infielders nowhere to be seen. So Petrosino able to just trot right into second base. Like we were saying, we were talking about sailing. There's the Bermuda Triangle between the third baseman, shortstop, and left fielder, and nobody knows where to go. 2 men on in scoring position for the Seahawks.
Good spot here with 2 outs in the inning. If the Seahawks can add a little bit more insurance, they've got a 4-run lead. Largest any side has had this game. And strike 1. I mean, Donovan's only at bat. Check that at Shane Williams. So they kept Williams in that spot where he pinched hit.
Makes sense as Donovan actually entered the game for Grover.
Ah, yes, because they moved everybody around in the outfield.
Correct. Back a couple frames ago, Williams pinch hit for Messina. And between innings, Donovan entered the game for Grover. So Donovan in the 2 spot in the order if we get there again.
Outside in the count 2-2.
Ideally, we don't get there again. The Seahawks close this one out, but who knows if the offense keeps flowing.
Outside, count full 3-2. Dustin Saketa in the on-deck circle. And a full count, 3-2, 2 outs. In the dirt, walks him. Bases loaded for Saketa.
Saketa wore one his last at bat to drive in one of the many runs back in the 7th. I say back in the 7th like it was a while ago. The last frame we had.
It was a while ago time-wise.
As we move in on almost 3 hours of baseball.
That one outside for ball 1, not to be confused by the hockey team that was yelling ball 5. A little fun with the pitcher. Fouled back for 1-1. Western New England's going to put action in the bullpen.
Or they're just staying warm in the shade, either or. Tough spot to be. Way out and left.
One to Cicada. That one will float out into right and end the inning. 10-6 to the 9th. Shutdown time at Reynolds. Seahawks looking to move on to game 2.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone!
Top of the 9th, shutdown time at Reynolds. 10-6 Hawks. As Arrigo continues on in strike 1. Strike 2. Top of the order here for Western New England, Vallejo, Bobo, Willis. Arrigo wanted that one. Does not get the call in 1 and 2. Breaking ball just outside 2 and 2. Tracked all the way over in right field and grabbed by D'Amato for out number 1.
D'Amato goes on a little trot to his left. Makes it look easy with his athleticism. Quickly one down.
Swings for strike 1. A 1 to Bova. Just outside, 1 and 1. Ooh. That one got away. 2 and 1. Bova fouls that one back for 2 and 2. will track well, foul. Stays 2-2. Canoe will track that one down the hill. Canoe makes the catch.
Does it again in this game. It's funny because from this angle, he kind of disappears down into the gully. But does it again, and Canoe puts the Seahawks just one out away from winning game one of the CCC tournament.
C.J. Willis. And ball one. Down and away. 2-0. That one got away too. And a 3-0 to Willis. Ball four. 4 straight to C.J. Willis puts him on base. And brings up Cody Waterbury. And that's going to be it for Rigo. Rigo put in yeoman's work today. One of the longest outings we've seen all season out of him. And the Seahawks are going to try to get the third out with a new pitcher.
Looks to be the 32 of Del Vecchio.
Tommy Del Vecchio will try to close it out. 10-6 Seahawks.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this.
Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big twirl. Hand down. One hand. Up. Up. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Or top of the ninth, 2 outs. And a new pitcher for the Seahawks is Tommy Del Vecchio, as he'll work to get the final out of the inning. Seahawks need one batter to get themselves in to day 2 and to be on the winner's side.
As the Golden Bears funnel out of the bullpen, usually the sign of the white flag.
They'll pack it up and head to tomorrow needing to win to stay alive in the season. And strike one. Seahawks will have the luxury of carrying a win into tomorrow's game. And a base hit.
Keeps the Golden Bears alive here. Still chasing 4.
Sean Jameson's the batter.
Who's been busy out in right field today.
Strike 1.
Things get real interesting if Jameson finds his way on base here.
Jameson, oh no! And it's bobbled out in center. 1 run will score. It's first and third. Delvecchio needed 1 out. And instead, he's surrendered 2 hits. And a run is scored. First and third, and now some of the Seahawks pitchers are trotting back into the bullpen.
As the game-tying run steps into the batter's box.
In the dirt, and ball 1. One out to Loftus. Strike for 1-1. Swings through 1-2, and the Bears are down to their last strike.
Big cut and miss right there. Well done by Delvecchio to pull the string. Like you said, 1 strike away.
They're going to get a lot of noise on that third base side right now. Chopped. Will get scooped up by Cicada over, and they've got it. Cicada to Canoe will record the out, and the Seahawks will walk away with a win in Game 1 of the playoffs, 10-7 over the Golden Bears. Bears will need to win tomorrow to stay alive. Seahawks will continue on in the winner's bracket. They'll carry the luxury of a win into Game 2 of the playoffs. That'll do it for us here from Reynolds Field. Thanks so much for tuning in today. This has been a presentation of Salve Seahawks Baseball on Fans Only Sports Network. For Bobby Olson, I'm Matt Gillis. We'll see you tomorrow. Seahawks win.